Kombat Kast starts now.
All right, everybody, welcome. It is a Friday. We are here a little later than usual. We're here for a Kombat Kast, and we have an awesome cast for you today. We'll be showing you, like last time, 3 characters today. I'm pretty excited. Let's go to the couch. Here we go. As we usually do, let's introduce ourselves, starting here.
Steve, Senior QA Analyst.
Dirk Kurtzik, guy that drives the speed limit on the tollway.
He's always been very proud of that.
I actually know that's not true because
I've actually driven with you, and it's not factual.
Not true.
You know what else we got behind? He's been away. He's been away for 2 different streams, the beta stream and the stream before that. He is now back. He was sick this week, but he came in on Friday. Still not feeling great. Behind the power station, we have my good friend and all of our good friend, Mr. Matt Burke.
What's going on? I feel great. I got a cough drop. Ready to do this and not cough.
That's enough,
over
Burke.
the stream.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Burke's pretty excited to be here, obviously.
Yeah. This is a very exciting stream.
It is. We've actually been pretty hyped about this stream all day. Actually, like the next series of streams is where we are getting close to launch. We usually do how many days it was back in the old days, but we have to count that. I'm going to read some stuff, and you think about that while we're doing that, okay?
Absolutely.
So we just want to just give everybody a statement really quickly. So we've seen everybody's concerns about the variation system in Mortal Kombat 11, and we just want everyone to know that we will be adding more variations for competitive play for each character throughout the lifetime of this game. And the variations that you saw in the beta are not the ones that are shipping with the game.
Correct, for the competitive modes.
Yes, competitive modes, yes.
There will be several presets that you can choose from, but
Right.
the tournament ones are not the ones you saw in the beta.
Absolutely. We are also exploring the option for custom variations in ranked and tournament play in the future. So at launch, those who do want to play with completely customized variations will be able to do so in player matches.
Yes.
A couple other things just to kind of clear up any sort of confusion about things. I wrote this down. I wanted to make sure I got everything right.
You're doing great.
Thank you
You're
so
nailing
much.
It, yeah.
Bullet point 1. Gameplay affecting augments are disabled in player matches and all other online modes. Players are free to fully customize their variations, abilities in player matches, but they cannot change their character's gameplay in any other ways.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Characters and gear do not have stats in Mortal Kombat 11.
No.
It's different than our previous game.
Correct. No stats.
No stats.
Stats
Finally,
are gone.
Player match functions just like ranked match, but with custom variations. Matchmaking will, though, still be based on player skill.
Yep.
So, that's our statement for today. We'll definitely have more information on that in the future.
I really hope that clears some things up.
Definitely hope we
people.
clear some things up.
To be clear, the game, the day you get it, there'll be 2 variations to choose from.
Cool. Awesome. So, we should start this out big.
Big?
Big? Like how big?
I think we should just, what do you say from the power station? Let's just roll a trailer.
What we got,
We're
Bird?
just gonna do it?
We're just going to do it.
Let's do it.
Tarkata must pay tribute.
We pay with blood, not gold.
Shao Kahn demands both.
Fight! Fatality. Collector wins.
There we are.
Starting off with something hot.
Start out hot. That is Collector.
Collector, a brand new character.
Brand new
First name the, last name Collector.
First time seen in a Mortal Kombat game.
Yes.
You may have seen him in some of the story trailers we had in some of those scenes, but that is the character right there, Collector. Steve, let's talk about how he. What do you want to start with?
Let's talk about his lore, because this is a brand new addition.
Okay.
And a new race. He is from a 6-armed race called the Nagnata, and he is new to the game and new to us, the viewer, but he's actually an older character in terms of lore. He's an old-time Shao Kahn guy.
Yep.
He was a long part of Shao Kahn's regime back in the day, and his job was to be
The Collector.
literally the Collector.
Right.
The Nagnata, they don't use typical like names. They're actually, their vocation is their name. That's how kind of loyal to their job they are. And he was the tribute collector. He would go from village to village, and you have to pay tribute, essentially like a taxman or a mafia enforcer for Shao Kahn. And if you want to see how he connects to the present day in the Kotal Kahn regime, you got to play story mode, but that's kind of his backstory. He's a very greedy guy, and a lot of Shao Kahn minions are like people that he created or people that he enslaved. This dude's all in. Like you can see in his intros and all that, he's gleefully happy about his job.
And he's got some cool little trinkets in there too.
Yes, that shines into his gameplay.
Are we going too fast?
Well, no, we need to talk about. We have to call that was a Steve's lore minute.
Oh, Steve's lore minute.
Lore minute.
That doesn't get anybody.
It was that was like a minute too. Finally,
It may have even been longer.
we do a lot of Steve's lore 30 seconds. That was really nice.
But you round up.
Yep. So he is all in on what he does, and there are like as you get the game, you're going to see some of these trinkets are going to be kind of fun to watch.
And that's exactly what he does in his gameplay. He collects swords, maces, artifacts, magic spells. So you can see he actually has this little backpack that 2 of his arms hold, and he can pull out pretty much anything our design or art team could think of.
Right.
He can pull out of it.
And he doesn't have just 4 arms, he has 6.
CS6, yes.
Yeah, because if you can see we'll show you in a second. The backpack he's holding is being clutched very close to
By his
themselves.
little baby arms.
Yeah, with little tiny arms.
His little T-Rex arms.
So awesome. So just archetype wise for characters, when people like if you're looking to play the Collector, what kind of player plays him?
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
When I was learning to play him for the stream, I couldn't nail it down myself because he's so eclectic. He's so interesting. He has a little bit of everything. And then I realized it really shines in his personality. He is a collection of different archetypes. Like he has some zoning, some counter zoning, really good mid-range, good mix-ups. He has a command grab. Yeah. He has some trap type moves.
He's kind of got it all.
Yeah, he really does have like, because he has so many different little weapons and artifacts, it's a little bit of everything. So
we talk about like the Master of None type situation.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of things he can do well.
He has a big umbrella, like a big toolkit.
Awesome. I think we should. You want to go into him?
Yeah, let's go straight into it. So one of the really neat things about...
Oh, turn him around real quick.
Yeah, you can see his little backpack.
And you see the arms just like clutching it super close to him, yeah.
So he uses his arms and his weird little legs in all of his normal attack. I'm sorry, but
his legs seem to be normal size.
No, but the way his knees are and his little feet.
All right.
Like you can see here, he's literally throwing different stuff from his backpack.
And I love how like fluid all the arms are.
Yes,
right? Like,
it's so cool how they work together. He has a lot of 2-player animations, which are like grapple moves.
Which Tyler loves.
Yeah. So he's almost like a hybrid grappler in a weird way.
I like 2-player animations because the other player can't do anything about it.
I love this one because of the weird way he gets down on his knees like that. Yeah.
He definitely has a very interesting fight style.
Yeah,
Something we haven't really used before.
It's not like a traditional martial art at all.
It's just kind of, I'm going to throw everything I got at you.
Yeah,
right?
it's like this is a sweep. His hop attack. So you can see it's this mix of weapons and magic.
Yep. See, we're on the same page today.
He is a very unusual character, which I think is neat.
Cool. So, what should we start with? Base specials?
Let's start with base specials. So the first one is, you can see the little mace he has attached to a chain. he has this really long-range kind of projectile move, and he can actually charge this up.
I'd hate to interrupt you for a second. Could you go back for a second? Even though this seems to be a Tarkatan war camp, there's a beautiful rainbow back there.
Yeah,
Look at that beautiful rainbow.
Beauty can happen anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
So he can actually cancel out of it, which is another thing he can do. He has a couple moves that he can cancel. And if he fully charges it, you get a big old crushing blow.
And it's going to take about a second to fully charge that, too. So you're vulnerable the entire time.
Right, you're vulnerable the entire time, which is why the cancel's pretty decent.
And it's fun for me to hear that crushing blow situation, because as we play more and more, we're all sharking for crushing blows more, and like that's cool to know, yeah.
Alright, so another move he has is this move, which is actually a projectile absorb. I picked Jax, which probably wasn't wise, because he doesn't have a normal projectile, so I gotta wait.
You got this, Steve.
I totally am this is so bad, because of heating up his arms. Alright, here we go.
Wait. There you go.
So he absorbs a projectile, and the neat thing here is, if he amplifies it, okay, this is it for serious. If he amplifies it,
Ooh, you got
he gets this orb that he can follow behind.
That's awesome.
And he can use that to force them to back or to block, and he can use that in setups.
Movement, yeah.
Exactly, right. So you're trying to zone him, and then he actually flips it back, stops your zoning, and then zones you. Another move he has is
Even collects your projectiles.
I did not think of that, but that is super clever. This is like his combo ender. You're going to end a lot of your juggles with it. You can amplify it to do additional damage. And finally, he has this bola attack, which he tosses this. If you amplify it, he's going to get a capture state, so he gets a combo. And he can also hold this like his mace, and he can actually cancel it if he wants. He can cancel forward or just out of it. It's pretty good. It's a little bit on the slow side, but obviously that's one of his main combo starters. So that's kind of his base moves. It's a lot of, I actually say farther than mid-range, and a lot of stuff that's not your typical move. You know, again, cancels, absorbing moves. He's pretty unique like that. So let's go over some of the loadouts I made.
Let's see what you got.
The first thing I gave him is up mace, which acts similar to the straight mace, but it goes up, which is why I called it up mace.
Great.
The same rules apply. He can charge it, cancel it, and you can see visually it looks really similar.
So then you don't know if he's going to do the up or the straight. It's a little minor.
Exactly, which adds to since you can cancel both. So they don't
Does
know.
the up have a crushing blow?
It does not. Another move I added is a command grab.
I love that. Can you amplify that, Steve?
You cannot, but it does have a crushing blow, and that is
What are the requirements, Steve? Give it to
for
us.
punishing a roll. So a wake-up roll is invincible,
Right.
except against throws.
Wow.
So, if you read throw, or sorry, wake-up roll, you get a crushing blow into a pop-up.
Nice.
It's funny, when I first read some of the things where it's like you had to punish wake up roll, I was like, well, that's not going to happen very often. The more we play and the more we roll,
Yep.
I'm like, nope, that's going to happen a lot, because
Yeah.
it's such a great corner maneuver.
Yep.
The other thing I gave him is, a teleport.
Cool.
This is super fast, has really good recovery, and this is a great addition for his mobility, obviously. So, if you were playing a matchup where you're getting zoned out and the absorb is just too slow to get out, or he's getting overwhelmed, you can use the teleport to get in. You can also use it for, like, setups.
And he has different variations of the teleport,
Right.
right? So you can get behind him, in front of them, stay in place, I think.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's super, super fast. It's like the old school raiding teleport. Let's go into his fatal blow before...
we should have throws yet?
I think so.
Let's just do it just in case.
We did that. Okay. Did you back throw as well? We did. But still, throws are cool.
Throws are cool. 2 players. Tyler's in.
My vote for our most brutal.
It is really messed up.
I just love the blood out the back.
I love Jax's face during that last part.
And how he's smiling as he's
Yeah.
sitting. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Jax is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jax is fine. Alright, so let's go over one more loadout.
Alright.
And I made this a zoning loadout.
Okay. Again, because he can do everything.
Right, so the first one I would use, you have teleport, then you get in, and you start doing command grab mix-ups. This one...
Real quick, though. Just look at the gilded stuff he has collected over time.
He has some really cool gear. The maces are the coolest. He's got, like... One is literally like a brain.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think one's like a small skeleton or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's the one that I like.
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
one that's covered. It's full of eyeballs. You
Yeah.
can the art team, because he's anything from Outworld. You can see they were like, what about a brain on a chain? And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely, that makes sense.
But that brain needs to have spikes, of
Yeah.
course.
So the first thing I gave him is a projectile. He can do it in the air or the ground, and it'll do dot damage and actually keep these flames on the ground.
It seems like, I mean, you can almost build, like, a pool of
Yeah.
magic, right?
And the recovery is pretty good, and he can do close, medium, or far.
You're just covering the
He's
fight line.
Jax. I love he's just still getting pumped
don't
even though
care.
he's on
He doesn't
fire.
care.
That's MK.
Oh, let's look at the backpack. Oh, well, maybe we can't see it. Moving on. All right. I'm
You
over
can
it.
see it's got a skull on it. It's pretty metal.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool backpacks, too.
So then I gave him a chakram. This replaces his bola, and it is significantly faster. The trade-off is he cannot charge it anymore or cancel out of it.
Sure.
But this is awesome because the meter burn puts him in a capture state. And this has to be one of the fastest projectiles that does a capture state
Oh, yeah.
that's ever been in an
I mean,
MK.
they're there for a while. They're caught for just about a minute. You can dash up and get into that.
Yeah, like a really common scenario is he'll do it from literally full screen, and if a projectile trades, he still has time to go in and get a combo. It's awesome. So you're not going to have like the meta game of canceling it and charging it, but it's just straight up, you can't go wrong. If you're willing to commit to the amplified, it's an awesome combo starter. And it actually has a crushing blow, and its requirement is tied to another move. So if they are on fire, and he does the chakram, you get that crushing blow, which gets a pop-up. So his projectile, without amplifying it, if it's a crushing blow, gets a big pop-up into a combo.
That's great. Cool. Is that basically it for this?
That is basically the collector. He is a...
And granted, there is more to the collector, but we have so much we got to go through here today that we want to just kind of touch on it and keep moving forward.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, we are saving a lot of the other sort of costume pieces and
player
gear
exploration.
for player exploration, because we have got. I mean, I've seen so much of it, and there's some stuff. There's some really surprising stuff. We went really deep with a lot of the stuff we're doing. We have 3 characters to show. We want to give you guys. You have a trailer. We want to give you a little taste of what the collector was.
I just love the little flavor text that we have for the names of his moves, like Soul of Moloch or whatever, like stuff like that. Like, oh, absolutely.
Duh, of course.
Yeah, of course he collected that.
Of course, it did.
What we got next?
Well, we're going to talk about something real quick.
Oh, we got something to talk about.
I got some more. I'm Mr.
Are you serious, Tyler?
Mr. Bullet Point today.
Okay, bullet point.
We do have, so the collective is a thing we've been doing for quite a while with art pieces from fans.
You went
and
from the collector to the collective. That's great.
that was the plan.
Oh
Thank
my gosh,
you.
I see it now.
Figured it out right before the stream. We were real excited about it. So we've been doing the collective we started in MKX actually. And we have some new ambassadors that are coming online. I want to show that picture real quick, Matt. Awesome. So we got some artists, some cosplayers. Just Yeliza actually was a member of our collective from MKX. She was in one of the cosplayers who was in the game actually, where we put all those pictures up. So we have some new MK ambassadors coming. We want you to keep them coming to hashtag MK Collective. Keep that stuff coming. We love seeing your stuff. These are the new ambassadors. Please check the Mortal Kombat website out for a lot of their artwork. Congratulations for being new ambassadors, and we are excited to see what you have planned. I do want to say this. I don't know if you saw this.
Just say it, man.
Maybe you saw it in
You
the
have
studio.
something to say.
I do.
Say it.
I'm going to say
Get it
it.
off your chest.
Is this a
Say
promo?
it, Tyler.
Are you
I'm
throwing
going to cut a
something?
promo.
Is this
No.
a shoot?
No, it's neither of those
Is it a
things.
hot take?
No, it's actually just talking about Vince. So we have a guy down who works here who does some 3D printing. I don't know if you saw this. He created a Baraka 3D print bust that is unbelievably fantastic.
Yep.
So even people here in this studio are doing things for the collective, and we are going to show that bust off hopefully next week, trying to get Vince to come on to explain the process because it's that cool.
I saw it and I instantly asked if I could buy one.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Yeah,
if he makes more, I'm buying those too.
So we'll definitely show you guys that next week. It's really cool. I mean, he's a very talented artist, and I expect it to be really cool.
Right.
And then I saw it, and I was like, it looks like something you see in a store.
It literally looks like it was taken out of the game.
And it
Like,
was.
it's so yeah.
Yeah,
it
he
was.
used
It
the
literally
3D.
was,
He
yeah.
used the 3D models for
It's
it.
so bad.
And then he's like, yeah, my first try painting this, and I was like, oh my. If my first try, Baraka would be blue.
Yeah.
So we'll try to show you guys that next week. It's super awesome. But thank you to everybody who's been contributing to the collective. Keep doing that. We'll keep retweeting it. So many years of awesome legacy with this game to do fan art for, and it's just cool that everybody's doing some of the most. This game has some of the most amazing cosplay / art that I've seen in any of the games that I've been playing.
I love some of the really cartoony stuff that some people have been doing as well, like the cute, goofy cartoon. I love it. I just absolutely.
There was one for MKX where they did the fight screen. They did all the different games as cartoons.
Yep.
And like taking a game that is like this and making it
adorable
is fun, right? So anyway,
I love the cosplay. There is an amazing Scarlet that I just retweeted like today. That was super cool.
Cool.
I'm excited to see Angelica's Jade.
I'm beyond hype for that.
So we're very excited for that, Spo, but I know you guys are very excited for something else. So we, at C2E2, we were the first to announce, of course we're going to be the first to announce, generally. Noob Saibot?
Yes.
So we got a picture there, Power Station Burke?
Yeah.
There we are. Noob Saibot, I know you guys have been waiting to see more in depth on how he plays. We did show a trailer which got a really good reaction.
It was awesome.
If you guys ever have a chance to go to any of those sort of events where really any game, but please come to our game stuff. When you get to see the first time of that and hear the crowd around it, there's something like Noob Saibot getting shown was just in my career here at NetherRealm, one of my favorite things, just hearing him being back and how excited people were. So Steve, you've been playing a little Noob Saibot. We had some matches today, actually.
Yes.
Tell me what you think.
Well, Noob Saibot is one of the game's premier zoners, I would say. Very reminiscent of MK9. We didn't want to rewrite the wheel with him. I would say if you liked him in MK9, I think you're going to be very, very happy.
Because he's even better now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the coolest part. Is he's
some really, really cool new moves and a really cool new weapon that I think has added a lot to his gameplay and aesthetically is just awesome.
It's so cool.
I just want to give props again to the team. In my opinion, and this is we all like what we like. In my opinion, his masks in this game might be some of my favorite pieces of gear in the game.
Yeah, there's one that's just a sack. And I love it, man.
I don't want to give too much away. There's some stuff. No, that's fine.
Okay.
There's some stuff out there that I was like, oh, we went there.
Yeah.
Real cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool is you can have kind of this wraith, almost medieval look with the hood and the armor, but then we have a bunch of ninja stuff too. Yeah. So I like the new direction we took them. But if you just want more MK9-ish ninja look, we have a bunch of that cool stuff too, which we may be showing soon.
Yeah, in a couple minutes.
Let's take a look.
All right. So the main new thing about Noob Saibot, he has this handheld sickle that's stuck in his back.
Well, he wants to have it handy.
Yeah. He can use in a bunch of his normals. You can use it in a lot of his combos, and one of his big ones is his back 3 here, which has a lot of range for a low. And this is also complemented by his forward 4, which is another low. I think, to me, Noob Saibot in the mid-range footsie game, low is where he excels. He does not have a long-range overhead.
Right. So you look at we all played the beta, right? Every character you have this sort of the thesis statement around them, how you want to play them. Baraka, I like to start with forward 4. Most people do.
I'm in a way too. Wiggle stick.
Yeah.
With Noob Saibot, I think it's the slow.
Yeah, for sure.
And the effects just look amazing.
Yeah, I really like the ectoplasmic goo that the clone turns into.
Mad props to the effects. It looks so good.
So his list of normal attacks is not really huge. He's really more of a special move character.
Right. I think he's got I don't know, 7 main combos or something.
Yeah, it's really one of the smaller normal movesets in the game, but it's a special move that excels. So let's go into
connect everything, right?
Yep. Let's go into his throws because they're pretty sick.
One of my favorite things I think about doing the next Mortal Kombat. One of the things I really like is when you see moves that were in the reboot, in Mortal Kombat, and see how they've gone from that gen to this gen is always fun to see.
Sure.
All right, so special move time. The Running Man is back, the Shadow Tackle. It's pretty much exactly what we want. Pretty fast, takes up a ton of space. It can hit people out of the air. That's happened to you.
Yeah, it's happened to me.
Yeah,
and it's amplified. It's just awesome. I love the gesture he's doing, and then the clone does the sickle, and you can actually see the sickle teleport back to his back. So cool.
There's a neat, and the way he stands over him after the meter burn is ominous.
Oh, that's so good. Look at him looking down.
Yeah.
So this actually has a crushing blow with a pretty cool requirement. It's after he's used 10 clone attacks. So Derek, count down with
1, 2. Or did you want me to go backwards? 3.
And it doesn't have to just be
5.
He has the anti-air on his back.
7.
8. 9. Now we're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
And that'll trigger, again, any of the 10. It could be any of his clone special moves.
As you're playing Noob, you're probably
You're
going to get
using
that.
it.
Yeah.
Again, he's based around special moves, right?
And then lastly, for his base slowdown, his teleport's back. Classic teleport. He can amplify it to get additional damage and take him on this fun ride.
I bet he's having a blast.
He is.
Yeah.
So let's go through some of the loadouts.
And teleport's safe on block. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
think that's true.
I'm just kidding.
So the first loadout I want to make was a classic Noob loadout. That's pretty much clone moves. So I gave him the low slide is back.
Oh, yeah. I love Noob, man. It's so much fun.
I love the little gesture he's doing there too. And then a brand new move, but definitely fits with his style, is actually a dive kick clone, where the clone is doing the dive kick. I don't know how you can get cheaper of a fighting game move than a dive kick, which is always good. You can never go into dive kick, but a dive kick where you're literally sending out someone else to dive
Where
kick
you're totally
for you.
safe.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, also, it just, even if you don't hit with it, changing up your jump arc.
Exactly.
Is
It's
super
just
important.
how I've been using it. Like,
Yeah.
if I think you might do a ground pound with Jax, I'm jumping.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I just do it.
I never knew how important it was to Noob Saibot to strike a pose.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this dude is all about poses.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
So lastly, MK Trilogy Ghost Ball.
Oh, man.
This will actually drain your stamina. You can see it. He loses... It's unblockable. It is very slow startup, but it's fully unblockable, and then it'll actually take a lot of their stamina.
The slow startup can actually kind of confuse you, because when we played earlier today, there were times where I knew it was coming, and I tried to jump,
And got
but I
it.
couldn't miss. I mistimed
Right,
it.
right.
So
One more loadout?
Yeah, see it, Steve.
Alright, so this one I based on his sickle. And these are brand new moves.
real quick, I want to say I want to give a shout out to Rick, the Hadou from Combo Breaker. I wanted to wear this hat because Noob Saibot's one of his favorite characters in the game.
Is this another moment of Tyler just throwing out names?
No, you guys know
Just
him
randomly
too.
giving a shout
You
out.
just-
I like Rick, and I'm wearing that.
I mean, everyone likes Rick.
Yeah, I like Rick a lot.
Who's like, oh, you know what? I hate Rick.
No,
like,
no one says
Bert, can
that.
you back me up here, please?
How? I like Rick too.
Right,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
he's
like-
universudly regarded as one of the best
Yeah.
tournament organizers.
I'm not trying to-
in the
I'm
He's
world.
one of the
Like,
nicest people.
I want to give him. So it's okay to give him a shout out, then, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
just
just...
a
Moving
total
on.
non sequitur.
Right.
he
What
likes
a,
Noob.
What a frigid take.
I think it was your timing. Your timing was off.
I thought the timing was pretty good on it.
Well, you're the only one.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
Moving
so.
on.
Combo Breaker will be great though.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
excited.
Anyway, so this is a sickle-based variation. The first move I gave him is Sickle Snag, which
Sickle
is
snag.
it's a combo extender and anti-air grab. If you amplify it,
Oh.
there you go. So that's a really good combo starter. You can also use it to anti-air. That's the wrong move.
Spoiler alert
Yeah,
for
all right.
later.
So then I have Sickle Overhead, where he tosses in the air and it's going to drop down. This is an overhead. And remember, I was talking about how good his lows are, but he doesn't really have an overhead. If you want to play a 50-50 base noob,
Here you
you
go.
can do that. And
Does
it has
that
a-
move count for your crushing blow for later?
Yes. All the clone moves should work.
All the clone moves.
Cool, I was making sure.
Why would that one randomly not count? There's a chance it doesn't.
You
I don't know what I'm talking
We're going in
about.
hard on
Yeah.
Tyler today.
There's also a decent chance it doesn't count. Right now, Aaron is at his desk looking. So anyway, you can meter burn it, or sorry, amplify it.
He's
to,
going to text me and be like, you might want to dial that
Yeah.
back.
So that's close, medium, and far. It does not track, but it's an overhead that can hit literally from overhead. Like, nothing's ever been more of an overhead.
All right, fair enough.
And then finally, Sickle Teleport.
This is one of my favorites of his.
Yeah,
He will always throw it behind the opponent, like I'm not controlling it, and then teleport to where it is. And if you amplify it, he immediately pops them up.
That's awesome. Man, this is a real me character. I gotta get on this.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not playing him, because he's super mobile, super trolly,
Yeah, no.
super edgy,
These are all qualifications to be my character.
kind of looks and dresses like he's still from the 90s.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it just? It's just that stream we're doing today. All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that was.
Guys, I think we
I just mean he's edgy. Like,
Yeah, I'm so edgy, Steve.
We need to get together and just like be each other's teammates right now, I think.
Right. Wow, Steve.
Talk about Behan's wrath.
Yeah, right?
Alright,
Hey,
so finally, let's go into the Fatal Blow because he has an awesome one. It is actually a tracking, super quick move.
It's awesome.
Kerbam.
Well, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork. There we go. Yeah. So awesome. What a cool character.
Yeah, I think fans of Noob are going to be super excited.
There is something about it that I really love. That he does have that classic feel for those who played him in earlier iterations of the game. But he has his own fresh take.
Yeah, and there's a couple other new moves that you'll see when the game comes out.
That's also cool for like just lore fans. He has such a fun backstory.
That's been a theme across most of the characters, right? Like, let them feel how they have before, familiar to previous versions of them, but bring in these new takes on these characters. It's great. I think it's awesome for all these characters that are returning.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I would say, when I was looking at the list, when I saw Noob's name when we decided to put Noob in the game, he was the one that I wanted the fans to see the most. Like, that was the one that I knew was really going to excite people.
Noob's one of those cool characters that he's like a classic character, but he's not actually in every game.
Right.
Like, he sat out MKX, so it's really cool that he's back.
So the absence makes the heart grow fonder type situation with a lot of characters. That's really cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
What are we doing next, Tyler?
We got another character to show.
Another character? Yeah,
This
is three.
We do not have a trailer for this character.
No.
But we're going to show this character. We're very excited for the return.
I mean, have you even hinted at this character at all?
I actually put it up on the Twitch page for the title of the stream for those of you who want to go see it. We're going to show.
So people already know.
So people do already know.
But not everybody.
Not everyone.
But most people.
Not most people.
Are you trying to talk right now?
How many people? What do you think the percentage of
Erron
people?
Black is coming back to Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah,
yes, now it's at 100%. There he is. Awesome denim shirt. Like, this is stylistically one of my favorite looking characters.
Because you are known to wear denim shirts.
I'd wear a lot. I would like to wear more.
You're known for wearing hats. I would say that's your brand.
My brand. That's a word. That's a word I love. I don't really. So Erron Black, what are we thinking about him? What is his archetype?
I would say Erron Black is a trap character, hybrid with 50/50s, hybrid with not traditional zoning, but keep away. He doesn't just pew 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 pew. Right. He does not do that.
He definitely works differently than he did in the last game.
Yes, but he does have a lot of moves that keep you out in really interesting ways that he has to think of.
Awesome.
Cool.
I say.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start with his throws because they're both tremendous.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna do it. I wanted to preamble this.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I forgot to do it.
Do it again.
That's my favorite throw in the game.
It's staggeringly good.
It is so realistically Looney Tunes.
The hat flying away and catching it is the best thing in the world.
Watching Kano freak out is that he has dynamite in his hands is amazing.
He could have just dropped it. He could have thrown it, but
Right.
no. What do you do?
In the heat of battle, it's tough. That's a scramble.
That's so good. All right, do the explosion one more. I want to see the hat again.
The hat's so good.
It's the best thing I've ever seen.
Moving on. When I saw that throw, I was like, okay, I love this game. Like, that throw.
So personality.
Yep.
People, personality.
One of the things with Erron Black is we wanted to keep just a couple of his core moves, but then reanimate and kind of redo everything, but make him kind of feel like you won't be completely lost, like he's just a totally new character, but a fresh coat of paint. So let's start with, you remember in the last game, his 2-1 string, all those big punches where he kind of punched you like 100 times? It was like his main string. We didn't bring that back exactly, but he does have a 2-1 mash string. It's pretty good. It ends in an overhead, which means at any time he can actually do a slide. I just totally messed that up. There you go. And they don't know if the low is going to come. Another example of that would be he has a new string back two where he bops you. Yeah, he bops you on the head of this pistol. Or he could actually, again, go into the slide.
The slide is dangerous.
Yeah, it's a unsafe 50-50, but it can come at any time, so it's pretty scary.
Yep.
He has this. This is probably his best, like, mid-range move, like, from this range. Like, I would say his range is not the best in the game, but from here, he has this, which...
I love the axe handle there.
Yeah, it's such a cowboy thing to do. Like, it's very... I like that it's not, like, martial arts. Like, he's not doing, like, kung fu. He's just kind of walloping you.
You wouldn't expect him to do kung fu.
Right, it would be weird if he was doing kung fu.
Alright, what do we got? Let's go through it.
And then he has a bunch of strings involving his pistols that are just absolutely cool looking.
Man,
it just reminds me of like old school Western trick shooters.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I really like this one. He's actually using his foot.
it's fancy.
So then the last normal I wanted
Can you
to
do the
show...
high one again?
No, that was a sweep. That was complete opposite.
Just fanning the hammer.
Very, very cool.
Super
So the
cool.
last normal I wanted to show is actually just directly back from MKX, and I'm super glad. The big boot's back.
Big boot. Ooh.
And it has a crushing blow if you do it 2 times in a row, and it's an overhead.
And so naturally you're going to do it.
Yeah, naturally you're going to do it, and then they get knocked down, you walk back, you do it again.
The quote here at work is, "I'll do it again."
I'll do it again. And then you can mix up with the slide. And I don't know how the community feels, but here internally, we absolutely love the big boot.
Yeah.
And we always were happy in tournament when people playing like a patient footsies game. It's like very back and forth, very old, methodical. Then, nah, never mind, screw that. Big boot. Yeah. So let's go over his special moves, because they are, again, pretty different and pretty interesting. So his caltrops have gone, and instead he actually has a jar of Reptile's acid that he can throw on the ground, which I just love the concept of it. Off his slide, he can actually amplify it and also throw the jar.
That's cool.
And lastly, he uses his rifle in rifle stance. So the idea is he pulls out the rifle and he automatically is walking forward. I'm not hitting anything.
He's walking you down.
Yeah. Now from here, he can actually cancel it with block, but he actually has to put it away, so there's recovery. He can do a normal attack, or he can start shooting.
That's awesome.
And they are super fun to do. The problem is, well, I guess good for the opponent, he only has 8 shots. After that, he actually has to reload.
So you can't do that move, let off all 8 shots, and then do it again.
Right, he has to reload, and he can choose whether he wants to reload just a couple of shots, 3 shots, you can decide. And obviously there's a lot of recovery. You can cut it short and put it back.
And it remembers how many shots you have.
Yeah, and it'll remember.
Nice.
It does. This is not something where like it's on a cooldown. Like he actually has to keep track in his head, and the opponent does, how many shots he has. So
so do you.
right, and you can see it's very powerful and actually juggle them. So it's a great keep away tactic, but it's got the 8 shot limit.
Sure.
I love the fact. I mean, just the gunslinger mythos to me is
It's super
always
cool.
been super cool, and I'm really glad we
The
have.
walking them down is such an awesome touch to me.
And this is also people who there are people out there who get afraid of Zoni type things, but
Right.
he's walking towards you, he has to reload. There are choices he has to make to do this.
Yeah, that's what I mean by he's not a traditional zoner.
Right.
Where a lot of the stuff, you're going to be putting these out and then going into the stance, and the opponent's going to have to know, like, are you going to cancel it or actually commit to it? How many bullets does he have left? Is he going to then go into his 50-50? And he can do the slide, but, he's in a lot of trouble if you block it. He's kind of a thinking man zoner.
Yeah.
Not to say traditional zoning is brain dead. I am a traditional zoner.
Which is exactly what you just said.
Yeah. So let's go over his loadout.
Cool.
The first thing I gave him is actually a command grab. He can amplify it. That's really excessive. And this is a actual command grab. It's not a hit. He has tick throws. Like this one's great. So off of one of his main mid-range moves, he can actually tick throw you. And if the opponent's trying to mash out of it or jump out of it, you can go into the string. And then I gave him this low shot. It's not actually a low, it's a mid, but he, shoots the ground. And to me, this is great as a keep out tool to just get distance. Like you can see, he will go all the way back, and then he can start kind of his keep out game. It's a really, really good tool to just kind of keep them away. Like, if the opponent's trying to, like Kano's trying to do his command grab or any of his pressure, you can just go back. And that also complements, he gets in when he wants, and he can go for his command grab mix-ups, but when he wants to get out, he can get out of dodge.
Yep.
Skip town.
He also has some really incredible gear.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give too much away again. His hats are all amazing. He has an eye mask. Like, some characters from the past.
Yes. So let's go into his Fatal Blow, because it's awesome.
Yep. We've seen pieces of it in trailers, yeah.
But the beginning of it's actually really powerful, because it's actually a projectile. I love him catching the coin at the end.
Catch at the end. Yeah, I love all of the little trick shot type things we added to Erron Black. I mean, there were some in the last one too. He could throw the coins up last time to shoot, but we turned that into obviously his fatal blow. But just all that sort of Annie Oakley sort of Bill Hickok type stuff is really cool.
So with the fatal blow, a lot of them we wanted to really be good in this game, and the intos, like the attacks that go into it, are often very, very strong. Like, and you can see this one is great for beating zoning. Like you can see, because it's a full screen projectile, if Kano throws a knife, he has armor, so he's going to absorb the knife and then get him, and it's very, very fast. The downside is all the hits are high, so if the opponent ducks it, Erron Black's going to be left open and is going to get his back blown out. But if he sees your movement and he's looking for it, it's literally like we want the feeling like you're a quick draw guy. Like you're literally sitting there waiting and then you moved and you get shot up.
We have another loadout, yeah?
Yeah, one more loadout.
This is cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the modern costume. And I like a cape. Someday I want to have context where in my normal everyday life I can wear a cape.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough go.
Alright, so I gave him this new move, the Nether Beast Trap, which is actually the jaws of a Nether Beast that he's made into a bear trap. If Kano steps into
Nether Beast Trap.
Nether Beast, right. And you can see he's put in a capture state. And the Amplify is really cool because he kicks it too low. So it becomes a low projectile that scoots across the ground. And this obviously, you can imagine how this complements kind of his rifle stance. Like put it out here, now the opponent can't walk forward. He can go into this, start unloading, and they're going to have to use like a teleport. Maybe Kano could jump in there and do an air ball, and then Erron Black could be ready and block it. It's a whole meta based on kind of slowing the pace of the mid-range with that Nether Beast Trap, which it lasts for a long time.
But it will break.
Yeah, it will break eventually. Then I gave him Scud Shot. So this is a move where he goes into a quick draw stance, and here's how it works. This move is super, super cool. He will actually hold it and shoot a projectile.
It's so good.
And I'm doing this automatically. I'm holding 3 to hold it, and I can choose when to let it go. And at any point, he can also amplify it and then quick draw. So if you're standing here, let's say you have Nether Beast Trap out, and he's going to start throw knives. I can actually hold this, and he doesn't know when I'm going to amplify it and let it go, or actually hold it down. It's a really, really cool move.
Kind of counter zoning.
Yeah. I've never really seen counter zoning like that before. It's pretty neat. So that is Erron Black.
Some other moves we didn't show, obviously.
Yep. He's got some really interesting, really cool stuff we didn't show.
How about we go into one we probably should show a fatality.
We showed one for Collector and Noob, so yeah, I think it'd be crazy not to show
So set that up real quick, and we'll chat about. We have birthday shoutouts today.
We do have birthday shoutouts today.
Let's hold off on those for now.
Then why'd you bring them up?
To make sure we had them.
Okay. Okay.
Very excited to see the fatality. What is your favorite part of Erron?
To me, it's got to be the animation's first command grabs. Like they are the trick shot stuff, and just anytime he's fanning the hammer, it's super cool.
Right. There's something about that sort of iconic pose when he's above somebody who's kind of crawling away is really neat.
He shows no mercy.
Nope. Oh, let's take a watch. Let's just watch Steve beat up on this Kano, huh?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Round 1, fight.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Oh, you're gonna get bodied.
Yeah, you think I'll win?
I think you should.
I hope I win.
What difficulty level did you put it on?
On medium, default. It's okay, you wasted the fatal blow. Don't worry, everyone.
Don't worry. Medium's not gonna beat Steve, everybody.
You never know.
That's true.
You just washed up.
That's true. This end of round's tremendous.
Oh.
Round 2, fight.
Oh. What if I lose?
Then that's on. Do you remember the end?
I do.
Finish him.
Seemed pretty easy.
Fatality. Erron Black wins.
I love this piece of jaw.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Oh man, super cool, awesome.
So we got melted.
Yeah.
Can I grab that controller?
That
there?
went really bad for Kanan.
Oh, are you doing what?
No, I'm just put it over here for now.
Okay.
Let's do like we like to do birthday shoutouts.
Yeah, birthday shout-outs.
My favorite segment.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Yeah. All right, so birthday shout-outs. This one's good. Little Pooh Stain 9. Good old Little Pooh.
I don't know if that was.
Red Sky. James Castleman. Good old James. Hey, James. Joshua Gray. Happy birthday,
Happy
Joshua.
birthday, Josh Gray.
And Angelica, future Mrs. Dizzy Davis.
Nice.
I have one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
My father.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, Mr. Brownback.
Happy birthday. Okay, we're going to do. We can just do select new fighters. Yeah, we good to go?
I think we're good to go.
Let's talk about what we're doing today. So we're going to play our belt battle. I think we have a.
Where's the scoreboard?
Let's see the scoreboard, Bert.
Let's see.
Dead even.
Wait a minute. Wasn't I up one?
Were you?
Wasn't the one I just won?
No, he won the last one.
No, I won the
oh,
last
you're
one
right.
for my mom's birthday.
That's right.
What kind of crap goes
I've been
on
gone,
here?
Man. I've been
It's
gone. I don't know.
Okay, 4 to
It's
3.
1,101 to 111.
All right,
Check the tapes.
we'll check the tapes.
We'll check the tapes.
So we'll say that Derek is ahead right now.
You're getting really into my mind here. That's what's really happening.
What you do? I'm bringing out today Jax.
Jax.
You put in the computer. Why are you doing this?
Now, there's been a lot of talk about your Jax. Everybody's talking about your
don't
Jax.
There
know.
has been a lot of talk.
Opponent type, hit X.
Here we go.
There we go.
Has there been a lot of talk about my Jax?
There's been a lot of talk about your Jax. Everyone's talking about your Jax.
I don't think they are, but
You started off saying aesthetically you loved him, but you weren't sure if you liked playing him. And after a few days of practice, what has been your reaction?
I'm gonna pull. Well, let's watch the intro real quick.
Your friends tortured me in Goro's lair.
I have renounced them and shall come.
Doesn't mean you're forgiven. Round 1. Fight.
What's your level of all in?
I don't know yet. He's my favorite character to play right now, for sure. I really enjoy him.
Now you got the heated arms up, and that's going to be the crushing blow.
Oh, I'm not ready for this.
You're a huge fan of the 4-3-3, 1+3. The ability that it makes is 1+3. Get those overheads. It's great. I really like how you use it in pressure, and the crushing blow is awesome. Having the heated arms.
Okay. Apparently I need to stand up for that.
This is looking dominating. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. And Derek's fatal blow could possibly kill. Good throw tech. There is absolutely no chance that was on purpose. That was on purpose. All right, both have fatal blow. Now Jax's fatal blow.
Oh, come on now!
I don't know about that.
I take the win. I take the round with Jax.
You were in chip damage territory.
He was really ready to use his fatal blow. I don't want him to use it against me.
Right.
I'll take the round on it.
All right.
Burke, what do you think?
Whoa, he was going ham.
Do what it takes to win.
Fight.
Spend whatever you have.
Well, the power station has spoken. Now, normally Derek does a really good job of zoning Tyler out, but Jax, like, Tyler's just been all in.
Oh, boy.
Oh. One interesting thing about that dash punch move is from full screen, if only the second part's going to hit, it's actually a throw. And it's really fast, and it can absolutely catch you off guard. So if you can actually... There you go. That part is actually like it's almost like a command grab. So if you space it out, it can really catch people that are trying to block because they're afraid of the heated arms rockets or whatever.
Okay. That came in hot.
Yeah, that was... You were overwhelmed.
I was.
Punching the clock.
Now, one thing I'll give you props for is you're unflappable. You're just going to play your game.
Yeah.
So even though the first game didn't go well, you're not the type of player... Right, yeah, you're just...
I'm just going to try and figure out what he's doing. And that's not working.
That is not what you're going to do.
No.
You're going to mash and zone. But the nice thing is, it's good not to freak out. A lot of people work themselves into a shoot and over-adjust.
Not this guy.
Right.
Not this guy. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sportsmanship.
I'm ready. Time to pull out the wiggle stick.
funny way to gain my trust.
In combat, our true selves are revealed.
All right, put your cards on the table.
He looks so awesome.
Old Jax is one of my favorite faces in the game. He just has a perpetual "I'm too old for this shit" look, and it's great. Oh, through a dead body. You know, Jade as an assassin.
Alive, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, he's not anymore. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. That is so fast. I really like the use of Jade's down 4. I think, in my opinion, it's definitely her best down normally. It goes under a lot of stuff. It's got really good range.
Come on!
Wow, it's unrelentless. I really like that you, after the gotcha, kept him in the corner. Oh, fatal blow. This is...
Okay.
All right, you're going to have to make some adjustments here.
I'm working.
You're going to have to go to plan B.
Okay. Plan B.
It goes for the glaives. That's what my plan B would be too. So yeah, I definitely like this. Keep it simple. This is a good plan B. Wiggle stick. That stick is so wiggling.
Thank you for
Oh, now he's in. Let's see if he can get out again. Very smart, pushing her to the corner. Okay, down 4, good. Beating Jax's advantage is normal. Oh, very good uppercut. Okay, alright. You gotta watch out for that fatal blow. Tyler has a 100% success rate of hitting that fatal blow.
Sure does.
I've never seen it not hit. I think I'm the only person on Earth that's ever blocked it.
No!
See?
God!
It's over.
I gave you like a 10-minute
Shut up,
promo about what to look out for.
I know, and I was trying to get back, and there was no getting away from it. There was no getting away from it.
I thought, oh, I'll look for movement, then block. Nope.
Punch the clock.
I'll look for movement. And
No,
then duck.
I will move.
Yeah. It's good.
Do you want another match?
Yeah, I will never say no. Right.
One more match.
Wait, so what if I win? Then is it 2-1?
Well, if you win, it's still over. I was giving you like a comeback match.
Okay, I'm still in.
Tyler's the worst at one more match I've ever seen in my life.
Is it bad or is it good though?
It's good.
I like playing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be like, oh, I have a meeting at 3, and then we're done and it's 3:45.
You want to die.
So you're telling people on stream that you miss meetings because of me?
But it's to play.
Oh, I like this.
That's just how good the game is. How are you not pre-ordering? Access to Shao Kahn, April 23rd. Oh. I've never seen an overhead hit more than this.
I know!
Right now.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, here you go, though. Jax can make this comeback easily, though.
But he's not.
I didn't.
Too long.
Round 2. Fight.
Just walk it down.
One thing you might notice, you know, we always do iterative changes in balance, you know, this late. This is kind of when things change around, pops change, frame data changes. Jade's forward 2 actually pops up. It did not in the beta. There you see. Oh, well, assume that you get you get an actual combo. Like I would do back 3, 4, 3, shadow kick, and get a decent amount of damage off her overhead.
Sometimes I go into wiggle stick into butterflies.
So there's always a little bit of things that we change here and then. That's why the beta was a taste of the game, but it's not the final game.
Come on, I'm in the air!
Hit you in the knee. Had to take that.
Yeah, that made sense.
That made sense.
I love the clap he does during the fatal blow. Just a little fun nod to his MK2 fatality.
Fight.
Oh, ground pound. Jade is ready-made to deal with ground pounds, though.
Come on with this.
Oh, every time he hits you with that, it's like he's going to get 3 of them back-to-back.
It is.
Oh. Alright, good down 4.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Oh!
You have your fatal blow, though. Oh.
Thanks. I don't know if it's going to matter. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, my gosh.
it.
Lansdowne. All right.
Well.
Went 3-0. Or 0-3. 1-3. Way to go, Lansdowne.
Thanks.
I mean, he practiced really hard for this. I got to give him props.
Yeah.
You were even. You beat me twice yesterday, and I had no excuse.
That was weird.
Yeah, I agree. Like
Steve at one point said, like, I got nothing I can really say. Like, you just beat me.
Normally I have like,
so that thing I do with the punch, it's an overhead.
Right.
So it's hard. It's hard to block. Like me and Burke actually played. I don't like mirror matches. We played mirror matches today during lunch, and I had a ball. Like we went pretty even. It was just stupid fun.
Yeah, it's the first time I played against a
I know.
Jackson. You got me.
You've done this many times to me where you sneak a character in, a la Supergirl from last year.
true.
So I think I deserve to throw a character in on you.
You're right. You deserve this. Absolutely.
So it is now officially 4-4.
We're 1,100.
We'll check the. Burke has to check the tapes.
I need to check the tapes because I was gone.
Absolutely.
So, and he's our tape guy.
Yeah.
So next week, I'm not sure of the day yet. We'll always kind of let you guys know midweek.
I'm beyond hype.
So we can't tell a lot about what we're going to do. I don't want to give things away, but I do want to give one thing away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just because we've been getting a lot. We have a pro player by the name of Honeybee, who is very excited about a character.
He's very passionate about
his particular character. That character is Dvorah. That character is next week.
And I've been playing her for a while now. She was my favorite character we introduced in the last game.
Yep.
I've been playing her in this game. She's so good.
All in. So 3 characters again next week.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Hope to show off that Baraka statue like we talked about earlier.
Yep.
We will definitely show Dvorah. Not talking about anything else. We're going to show 2 other characters after that. Matt Burke, thank you so much today.
I'm bugging out.
Anytime.
Nice.
Check the tapes.
Check the tapes. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you,
Fine
Tyler.
fighting. Oh, by the way, can I have the belt?
It's way over there, pal.
Can you grab it for me?
My microphone makes me
Can
reach
you please grab me the belt?
I don't feel like it.
Wow.
Don't be a poor sport.
But really, the microphone's like, my arms are short. They're just short. What do you
All
want me
right,
to do?
fine.
I was born this way.
Steve, thank you. Derek,
Always
thank you.
fun.
Thank you guys for watching. We cannot wait to show you what we have to show you next week, and we're getting really close.
Yep. The countdown.
Yeah, it's wild.
18 days away, folks.
I'm so excited to see you guys and play you guys online. I can't wait to show you what we have next in store for you next week. Everybody, thank you so much for watching the Kombat Kast. We will see you again next week.